Okay, so this morning I'll be focused on building up my workflow. So previously, before now, when I have people who want to work with me, because I sometimes get people, and people would be like, "Okay, I want to sign up. I want to be part of your team as a software developer." And part of the issues and challenge I would have, it's a proper workflow system. How do I onboard this person into the firm? This person wants to work with me. How do I take them from being okay, an applicant, to now being, yeah, I'm part of the team? And initially, we would have meetings where I would ask this person questions such as, what programming language are you familiar with, your code culture, get to know them. And now, then you give them this employment letter, which should be an acknowledgement that they now work in your firm. But there was no proper workflow, and there were no things I could look out for. I think I had a very big issue that was unnoticed, because I would say it was unnoticed because it wouldn't have lasted that long if I had noticed or if I had known that. And that was around characterization. Now, um, I was a software developer. I am a software developer. I'm not a HR person. I don't know what to look for when I'm hiring somebody, but that is actually what a CEO should actually be good at. As a CEO, you're expected to be of good judgment. You're expected to be the one who would pick the best team. Every good CEO, every good MD of every company, your Jeff Bezos, your what's it called again? Your Jeff Bezos, your Mark Zuckerberg, your any of them that inspires you, they're actually able to get to where they are because they were able to pick the right people to work with, not because they were smarter, not because they had all the coding skills, not because they had the right people, the right team, who were able to put their mind into what they were doing. This right team were people who were able to design a better Facebook, design a better Amazon. These people who were able to have better media publicity, had better marketing, had better customer management, had better product management, because the CEO cannot do everything, right? So this is why it's easy when the business is small, but once the business expands, where the owner or the CEO has to do lots of things, if this person is somebody who has not mastered the act of collaboration and teamwork, then the business folds or fails, or they don't get to pass a certain level. Why some people might not even be that knowledgeable about anything they do, but they have a good sense of knowing people who could be good at getting this thing better. And so they have this skill of recruiting the best. And then after a while, you now see a lot of beautiful talents in this firm. And then the firm is doing extremely well. So, like I used to say, I was just a software developer. And so this product that became what is becoming right now, product and services that is now becoming a firm, where things I knew I would have wanted to be in a position as a CEO at one point, but we only knew the title, the ego, the braggadinoish, oh, I'm a CEO kind of flex that came with it, but we did not know the responsibility, the ethics, and the discipline that was needed to maintain it. We didn't know we had to be people who would be more focused on managing a team, people who would understand that it is not by our own effort, by a collective team effort of people, and that most of our job will be around going through reports, going through managing people, and making sure that different components that makes whatever service or product we're offering are quite performing properly. Like, as a software developer, I know how to code. I know I've been coding for long. I know I can sit right here. I can pop up my VS code. Okay, beautiful. This is my VS code. I was working on the Apps project. Good. I could be coding, right? I could be coding all day. Code. Yeah, that's how it has always been. I've always been able to code, but that is not really what a CEO does. What a CEO does more is to go through his different chiefs and to know how each chief is delivering their parts of the bargain, how to get the best team that would get and hire more best team, how to know people who know what the people need or what the service need. For instance, Facebook has a good team that knows what people want to have on social media. Good team of research people, good team of developers, good team of media controls, good team of marketing, good financial team where money is being properly used, managed, good networking team where they kind of get deals, get integration with other firms and get different business model, good legal team, so they get to defend themselves should hostile takeovers, litigations and all that. So as a CEO, you're focused on getting the best teams, getting the best people, right? So this is not something they told any of us, like I said, but this is what we now do on the job. So today, first time as a CEO, first time as a proper CEO, I'm going to be, if I touch this with my hand, it will. I've been using this JBL. I think I have to get AirPod Max. This is JBL AirPods. I think I'm going to get this Apple AirPod Max. I had one before, I'm going to get a new one. That's Apple AirPod Max and even an Apple Watch. I don't know. I wear all those things before. I don't know how I kind of touch them, and I didn't buy new ones. Okay, so today on the job, I'm going to be designing a workflow automation system, and this is a workflow on how I would be onboarding software developers. Say for instance, somebody came in and said, "Mr. Daniel, I want to work at your firm." Okay, we're supposed to give this person a form. This person is supposed to fill the form. Now, if this person fills the form and what we saw, which is maybe a copy of their CV, programming languages they're good at, the form also have God of Myth. I need to show you guys how Google Form works. So the form I'm talking about is not a PDF form. It's not a form you just come in and say, "Oh, this one's how you should know." A form, a Google Form. If you don't understand what Google Form is, I'm going to take out my time to explain one of the beautiful things you need to know as a CEO. I think my content right now should be dedicated to people who are software developers but want to be tech founders, because I'm going to be teaching you what you are doing or what you should be doing as a software developer for you to be a proper CEO. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first one. Firstly, as a software developer, you should have what we call a workspace account. So for me, I'm using Google Workspace. Some people use Microsoft Team. Some people use Azure DevOps. Some people use Slack, right? I don't use Slack. I use I use Google Workspace. Okay, so on my Google Workspace, I'm currently on I'm currently on Drive, which is drive.google.com. So this is what it looks like. Drive.google.com. Okay, so I'm going to go to shared folders. Now, where it says shared folders, on that shared folders, you're going to see different departments, right? For instance, in this company right now, we have company affairs and compliance, customer support, DevOps Drive, Danukia Group Executive Drive, human resource and IT. Okay, under the human resource and IT, I want to create a new folder, and I want to call that folder talent acquisition. Now, inside that talent acquisition, let me actually type it. Please, could you help me hold? Yes, like this. Avoid so I'm going to put this thing called talent acquisition.